Hey guys, so I'm here back with another video. So on today's video, I'm going to be making my daughter some creamy spinach Parmesan pasta. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do, we have to boil the noodles. So I like to add a little bouillon seasoning to my noodles just to give it a little bit flavor. Just a little bit for her, not too much, just a lot, but I usually do the same when I make macaroni and cheese. It's good to give your noodles some flavor. Now, if you're doing like spaghetti, lasagna, things like that, it's not necessary. But for this recipe, I will do the chicken bouillon seasoning. And then I will show you the next steps on how we're going to make the sauce. Okay, as you see, my noodles are boiling. And you can turn your fire down. My fire is high. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. And just let it boil. And then once it's done, you're going to set it to the side, strain it, and set it to the side. And then we're going to start with the cream sauce. Okay, so we're going to start on the spinach cream sauce. First, I'm going to add some 1% milk. This is my milk of choice that I'm giving my daughter. You can use whatever milk you would like. Okay, heavy cream, whole milk, 1% milk. I wouldn't prefer almond milk, but I mean, you could. Just don't do the vanilla one. It might taste funny. Alright. I have some cream cheese. I'm going to take half of this cream cheese. I let it sit out for a little bit so it can be a little soft, so it'll help with the blending process. Okay. And this is just also good. You can use any kind of cream base, like say if you want to use cream cheese, you want to use sour cream, like whatever you want to use. But for my recipe, I like to use cream cheese. Okay, we're gonna do that, and then first I'm gonna blend this, and then I'm gonna add the spinach. Okay, so you see it's full to the top now. So now I'm going to empty most of this out. Right? Just leave just enough so I can blend the spinach. I'm going to add the spinach inside. I'm going to use this whole bag of spinach. You don't have to use as much spinach as I'm using, but this is what I choose to do. Okay. You can even blend peas in here. Add some peas. You can even do blend some carrots in here, like I'm saying, you know. It's just the thing with carrots is just going to be juice. So if you want to do carrots, you could just, you know, chop them. I'd rather you just chop them up and use them, cook them soft inside of the pasta. Or you can blend it and make it puree, but you have to cook it first and then puree it. All right, so I'm going to blend this up and I'll be back. Okay, it's finished, nicely blended. So now what we're going to do is move over to the stove, where we're going to cook it on the stove and add the rest of the ingredients. Okay guys, so now we're going to pour in the mixture in. Make sure you get it all out. Okay. You're going to let this boil. As you can see, I found the spinach that didn't blend. You could either leave it in there or take it out. It'll still cook. I'm just going to take it out. So we're going to let this cook. Once it comes to a little bit of a boil, I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients. Alright, we have it boiling. So now what we can go and do, I'm going to add the seasonings first. So I'm going to do some garlic. And this is for my daughter, so I don't want to do too much. You know, some children don't. I mean, she like flavor, but she's just picky sometimes. So, but I'm going to give her some seasoning. She needs some flavor in her food. And she usually likes this as well. So, okay. Do a little bit of everything seasoning. That was my vegetable seasoning, guys, that I just used. A little everything seasoning. I'm going to turn my fire down a little. Just a little bit. A little perfect seasoning. Okay. And a splash of kosher salt. Just that much. I'm going to stir this up. Now it's starting to smell really, really good because you get seasonings is in there. Okay, then I'm going to add in some butter. Some butter. Okay. That's good. All right, we're going to mix that in. And now we can go in and add our cheeses. So first I'm going to add some Parmesan. Got from Trader Joe's. Okay. And then I'm going to add some mozzarella cheese that I got from Trader Joe's. Okay, that was 2 handfuls. If I need to add a little extra, I'll add a little bit extra, but it's looking good. Stir that right in there. Then after this point, you can add the pasta, but what I like to do is just dab a little bit on my finger and see if it needs a little bit more seasoning. I think I'm just going to add just another splash of salt. And that's it, and it's perfect. Alright. So let's add the pasta in. Okay, I have a lot of pasta here, guys. I just wanted to finish out the box, so it was like half. So what I'm gonna do is use half of this, and then the other half I'm gonna just make her, like, you know, some spaghetti, not spaghetti pasta, but I'm gonna use some marinara sauce as her base, and I'll make that in another video. And that way she has this prep. And what I like to do, like I do any other item that I cook for her, when I'm prepping, I let it cool off and I put some in the freezer. So when I'm going to, you know, I rotate her meals. So when I'm like, okay, it's time, I'm gonna give her some spinach pasta, I'll just pull one out, let it thaw out, and it's good to go. It's fresh and it's good to go. And at least one of these containers that I use to put her stuff in here. That makes about 3 meals for her. That looks good, guys. You can hear it's creamy. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more pasta, just a little bit. Okay. And a tad bit more pepper. Alright, so I'm going to turn this off. Place them in the bowls, and I'm going to show you what it looks like once it's finished. Prepped. Okay, guys, so it's nicely prepped inside of the bowls. I was able to make, I would say 4.5. Well, this is a little more than a half, but she'll eat this tonight, and the rest will go in the freezer. And then that's good to go. And all you got to do is when you're trying to think like, what is I'm going to feed my child today, or even yourself, you can just pull it out the freezer, guys, and you're done. Prepping is key. And that's it. And I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube, Life of Elena, as well as Blends of Paradise. Follow me on Instagram on Life of Elena and Blends of Paradise. Actually, it's officiallay15 on Instagram, and then on TikTok and Facebook. All right, guys. See you soon in the next video.